Spoiler warning: this article contains spoilers for Season 1 of Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin. Content warning: this article contains discussions of sexual assault. After the big reveal of Archie Waters as A in the Season 1 finale of HBO Max's Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin, showrunners Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa and Lindsay Calhoun shared with Very Edited Angela's mom was an early contender for the villain. No matter who turned out to be the one stalking, killing, and sending eerie text messages, it was clear that this character would be very likable. While the main friend group in the Pretty Little Liars spin-off are good, kind people who have been through some hard times, and it's easy to support and root for them, there are several other people in the small town of Millwood who aren't quite so nice. 10 Sheriff Tom Beasley. Karen and Kelly's father Sheriff Tom Beasley could be a less likable person. He's verbally abusive toward his daughters and wife, and anyone who he comes into contact with. When Noah Oliver covers up her mom's drug use, Tom is unfairly cruel toward Noah, constantly insulting her and making her feel insecure. One of the PLL Original Sin plot twists is Tom and Imogen's mom dating back in high school, which feels creepy to learn about since it seems like Tom has never been a good or kind-hearted person. The character treats his family horribly and doesn't seem to care about them at all. 9 Karen Beasley. The end of Karen and Imogen Adams' friendship happened before the events of Season 1, as Karen wrongly believes that Imogen kissed Greg on purpose at a party. Karen behaves terribly before her tragic and untimely death, cutting Imogen out of her life and telling everyone at school to judge and hate Imogen. While Karen must love her twin sister and care about her deeply, fans don't get to see any scenes of the two showing each other any compassion. Instead, the two often spend their time scheming, like when they want to throw fake blood on Imogen at the school dance, just like in Carrie. Karen would be much more likable if she would stop bullying people and would focus on her own life. Sean Noble. Noah's boyfriend Sean Noble isn't a terrible person, but it's tough to always love him and think that he's the right partner for her. When Noah shares that her mom has been using drugs, Sean is supportive but makes it clear that he doesn't understand why Noah is helping her out, which doesn't seem fair since Noah needs someone to lean on right now. When Noah learns that Sean and his teammates at school are taking pills to enhance their performance, Sean doesn't understand why Noah is so hurt and upset, which is tough to watch. Sean redeems himself and becomes a better partner, but it's a journey to get there. 7 Henry Nelson. If PLL Original Sin is given a second season, Henry Nelson and Farron Bryant could be a fan-favorite Pretty Little Liars couple. They have a sweet back and forth, and Henry seems to genuinely care about Farron and treats her with respect and a belief in her intelligence and talent. When Henry helps Farron out and sneaks around trying to figure out if Kelly is really Karen, which is one of the most compelling and dramatic storylines from this season, Henry proves how likable he is. He would do anything for Farron, and that's the kind of support that Farron really needs since she and her mom don't get along very well. 6 Kelly Beasley. While Kelly is easier to like than her twin Karen, they both can be cruel and difficult to support at various times in the season. Kelly becomes more sympathetic when Karen is killed, as it's clear that it's hard for her to move on without her sister since the two were close and she never imagined that she would be in this position. But when Kelly lashes out at Imogen and her friends or begins dating Kelly's boyfriend Greg and tells him to call her Karen, it's tougher to love Kelly. She does experience a lot of sadness at home as her mom has become silent after Kelly's death and her dad doesn't show her love. But Kelly's background doesn't excuse her mean behavior at times. 5 Noah Oliver. Noah has a big heart and tries to do the right thing, no matter what is happening in her life or in the town of Millwood, which makes her easy to like. Noah helps her mom, boyfriend, and friends, even at the expense of her own happiness and well-being. By the end of season 1, Noah has figured out how to balance being there for the people she loves and being content with her life. Noah has a rough time, from pretending that she has used drugs and going to community service to being chased by A and almost dying. If the show is given a season 2 and involves the same characters, it would be great to see Noah having more fun, as she definitely deserves a break. For Mouse Hanrada 1 Change PLL, original sin made from the original show is the fact that the main characters get to know each other as the story begins. Mouse Hanrada is a loyal pal from the start, and she also has a fascinating background that fans are eager to learn more about. Mouse is sweet, but tired of having to stay home all the time, as she was almost kidnapped at a carnival when she was little, and her moms have been nervous about that happening again ever since. As Mouse starts dating Ash, bonds with the other characters, and fans learn about her secret meetings with a man named Steve whose daughter Rachel disappeared and was killed, she shows herself to be one of the most warm-hearted characters. While it's odd and creepy that Mouse dresses up like Rachel, her heart is in the right place here. 3 Imogen Adams. Imogen is sympathetic right away as she feels isolated from her peers as she's pregnant, and after her mom passes away, she feels lost, alone, and terrified of what's next. Imogen helps her friends when they need it and isn't afraid to discuss her feelings, and watching Karen make fun of Imogen before her death makes Imogen even more likable, as Karen's treatment is unfair. Whether Imogen is trying to make up with Karen or investigating A, her pluckiness, sweet personality and belief in herself make her one of the most likable characters. Imogen feels much older than she is, and it's clear that she has a bright future ahead of her. 2 Tabby Haworth. Tabby Haworth is one of the bravest Pretty Little Liars original sin characters and one of the most likable as well. She shares a story of trauma from her past, and she and Imogen realize that Chip sexually assaulted them both, which is horrible to learn about. Tabby is there for Imogen after her mother's death and would do anything to help her out, especially since Imogen is having a baby soon and scared of being alone. Whether sharing how much she loves horror movies and making funny and clever references to her favorite films, or calling her friend group the Losers Club, Tabby is an incredibly smart, loyal person who wants to leave her small town and make movies, and she isn't afraid to talk to a teacher about covering diverse filmmakers or call out her co-worker for being creepy. 1 Farron. Bryant. Farron is the most likable PLL original sin character, as she's kind and caring, but also strong and capable. Watching Farron dance is inspiring, as she has so much talent and learning that her mom made her get spinal surgery when she didn't need it is upsetting and dark. Farron is fearless when it comes to starring in a short film that Tabby is making for class or working with her new friends to try to discover who A is. Farron has had a hard time, but doesn't want sympathy from anyone, and as she bonds with Kelly and helps her find more confidence, she shows a soft, compassionate and forgiving